So today we're going to be doing this sort of kind of clown like psycho. So I'm going to start off by priming my face. So I first started off with Fix Plus, and then I'm adding a little bit of this hydrating primer by Too Faced. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply some foundation just like I normally would. I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation just because it's a light coverage foundation and it matches my skin because this light kind of just makes me look, I don't know, I feel like all foundations look super light in this lighting. So I just place that all over my face, and then I'm going in with my Real Techniques blending sponge, and I'm just going to blend that out all over, making sure that I have a nice even coat. And I'm just going to make sure I get all my eyelids too. And I'm going to set that with a translucent powder. So I'm taking my NYX HD powder, and I'm just going to be applying that with a large powder brush by Sigma. And I'm just going to stipple that all over my face. And I'm just making sure to give myself a nice even layer so it looks really nice. And the first thing that I'm going to be doing is kind of priming my eyelids, and I'm using this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, and I'm just going to be applying that to my eyelids, and then I'm going to blend it out with my finger. You can use a regular eye base if you want. I just decided to use black because black was the only shadow that I'm going to be using for my eyes today, so I just took that and blended it out. And the shadow that I'm using is Anastasia Beverly Hills Noir eyeshadow, and I'm using this shadow because it is probably one of the darkest black eyeshadows that I personally own. You can use whatever type of black eyeshadow that you want. You can even use a brown. You don't even have to put eyeshadow on if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. Definitely make it your own if you do something like this. I just decided to use black because I did not want to do the typical kind of clown with like the triangles and stuff on my eyes, so I just decided to go with a really dark smoky eye. So I'm just placing that all over, and then I'm just blending it up into the crease with this C Makeup & Company round blending brush, and I'm just buffing that out. So next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do. You guys will see here that I go back and fix it, but I started off with just a black eyeliner and this small like liner brush, and I'm just going to kind of fill in my brows like I normally would, but at the front end of it I'm going to be flicking it up. And then there's another part right here after this part that you guys will see that I actually made a triangle on my brow, and I did not like it, so I went back in, fixed it, but right now there it is. So there's the triangle that I started to make. I kind of wanted to do this weird triangle-y thing, but I did not like it when I was finished. So I just filled it in like I normally would, but then I went back with some concealer and I just took it away. I just rounded out that eyebrow. Honestly had no idea what I wanted to do. So next I'm going to go in with this skin tone colored, I think it's like a highlighter, like a brow highlighter, I can't remember. But I'm just going to kind of map out where I wanted the bottom portion of my eye to be kind of clownish like. And once again, did not know what I wanted to do. I started off using an eyeliner and it looked awful. Like, it looks so bad. So I kind of outlined the same thing with this eyeliner, and then I went in and filled it in with some black paint. Now, once again, didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't like the paint. I didn't like how uneven this was. I'm just not a body painter like this. Like, I don't know, I need to practice. So I sat here and I looked at it for like 10 minutes and decided that I was gonna go for something a little bit more dramatic, and I just smeared it all over my face. I wanted this to look uneven and messy, so I just smeared it all over. And then as you can see, there's dots on my eyebrows too, and I actually take those away, that you guys will see in a minute. This tutorial was just a hot mess, you guys. So I'm just painting the tip of my nose red, and I'm going to shade around the edges just a little bit to give a little bit more dimension. Once again, I'm not the best body painter. I honestly had no idea what I was going to do, what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to do a psycho clown. So I'm going to apply some lipstick to my lips, and this is just going to make sure that the bottom underneath all of the paint and stuff stays red. And I just use a Wet n Wild lipstick, and I believe this is just called Red or something. And now we're going to go in with the liquid latex. Now, I wish I would have put this a little bit more on the lips than what I really did, but you live and you learn. So I'm just starting off by kind of extending my mouth a little bit, the corners of my mouth, and this is just going to give the effect that I slit my mouth open and basically we're crazy. So I'm just stippling the latex on with a kind of like the little triangle sponges. What are they called? I'm not even sure what they're called. And then I'm going to rip up some 1-ply toilet paper and just apply it to those areas to give a little bit more texture. This is the same technique that I used in my last Halloween tutorial. I wanted to use it again in a different way because I feel like using liquid latex and toilet paper is probably one of the easiest and the cheapest things you can do to do a Halloween kind of just a special effects makeup. Like, you don't have to buy fancy things. You can find this stuff like at Walmart and stuff, and it's super cheap. So I'm just extending the mouths, and I sped this up because it was way too long. So extending that, and then I'm going to go in with the toilet paper and I'm going to place it on there like normal. After I place the toilet paper on there, I'm actually going in and I'm applying one more layer of liquid latex on top of it to make it stay on my skin and make sure that it is nice and hard and there's no like soft points where the toilet paper is. And that's pretty much it. And I actually think I do one more layer. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go around my mouth or on my mouth. I wanted to be able to talk but not be able to talk, so I decided to go underneath my lip and then on top of my lip as well. So doing the same thing, applying the liquid latex and then applying the toilet paper and then applying another layer of that toilet paper and that liquid latex to make it a little bit more prominent, because as you can see on this left side, you can't really tell unless you put the liquid latex on top. So I really wanted the mouth part to be the main focus of this entire tutorial. And in this part, if you notice, I don't have the dots on my eyebrows anymore because I didn't like them, so I took them off. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Like, that is literally what I wanted the focus of this video to be about, was the mouth. So now I'm going to peel apart some of that toilet paper and liquid latex and just kind of give it a little bit more texture to make it look like it has like a deep kind of wound. And then I'm actually going to go in with a skin toned concealer, and this is actually from my NYX color correcting quad or palette, whatever it's called. And this is just a crown brush, like kabuki brush, and I'm just rubbing this on top of that toilet paper to kind of give it a little bit more of like skin tone color instead of a stark white. So now this is my favorite part, I think, is adding kind of texture and bloodish and all of that fun stuff. So I mix a black and a red, and this is kind of standard for me in almost all of my Halloween tutorials. Red is too red for me, black is too black for me, so I mix them together to kind of give me this maroonish, like dried up blood, and I love the effect it gives. I don't know if everybody does, but I really like it. So I'm just going to be placing that all over on top of that toilet paper and liquid latex, and then I'm taking this kind of textured sponge and I'm gonna make scrapes on my mouth and just kind of blend that in with the lipstick and just make it look grungy. So I'm just literally going through and making this grungy and making it look very textured and everything. I just wanted this to be super bloody, so I continued with the scrapes up the side of my face to kind of make it look like the blood and the cuts look a little bit more like up more. And now I'm going to go in and add some dots to the upper eyebrow, and I'm actually redid it because I didn't like the way I did it before. So I'm just taking the edge of a brush, added a small dot, a medium dot, and then just like another kind of medium-ish dot to the end. And now I'm going to add a little bit of blood to it just because it's my favorite. So with this blood, I had to mix a little bit of black paint and a little bit of red paint to kind of get that dark blood instead of like a stark red. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I added some blood to my body as well, but I didn't show it. And that is pretty much it for this video, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. And I'm sorry if my voice cracks a little bit. I had a very long weekend, so like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a huge thumbs up, share it, like it, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!